Now, if they are not paying up, should they just shut up? Let's ask. In Washington, syndicated columnist Charles Krauthammer, and here in our studios, Alon Ben-Meir, professor of international relations at New York University. Alon, are you worried about the escalating tone of this?
Well, and we have really to go back a little bit. I mean, when you want to criticize the French or the German today, you have to think back 5-6 months. The United States did not give these nations the opportunity to participate then. Now we're coming back to them now and saying, well, we are in trouble. We need money for reconstruction. We need support.
Well, wait a minute. It's not that we didn't give them the opportunity to participate, right? I mean, they chose not to.
But
right?
No, that's not really, because the French, for example, asked for an extension. They wanted to send back the inspectors for another month, for 6 more weeks. The truth, the fact remains, no weapons of mass destruction has been found, no imminent danger has been proven, and no link to Al-Qaeda has been established. Now today they can say, well, look, we were right, you were wrong. Now you're coming to us, you want more money? We're willing to give you. But however, we would like to have some authority. The United States is coming to them and say, well, we need you, but we can't give you any kind of authority. Well, that's not going to work that way.
Alon, let me ask you this. From the market perspective here, there's a fear that we're going to run a horrible deficit the more money we are single-handedly responsible for paying out to deal with Iraq. And that the less help we get, even though they see us getting less help, the more worrisome it gets here. Is there any obligation, do you think, on the part of those reluctant countries, for whatever reason then, whatever reason now, to do something different?
I think it's going to take a different kind of approach on the part of the United States. We really have to show some humility. We cannot come to them and bully these nations. We are not sensitive to their issues, their problems, their needs. They have their own national interest to worry about it. The Germans, the French, they are willing to help us. Look,
but even do you really think that? I mean, let's say we really said, all right, you were right, we were wrong. I could never envision that, but would that make a difference, and would they fork over money and manpower?
I believe that will go a long way with the French. I believe that will go a long way with the Germans as well, and they've been saying so. They are willing.
Yeah,
look,
but that's the thing. They say and do very different things.
But we haven't really given them the. I mean, when the president appealed to these nations in the United Nations just last week, he did not give an inch. He did not show any remorse, any regret. We basically said what we did was right. Mm-hmm. Now we need you. You better come on board because this is the right thing to do. Well, they are saying, wait a minute. We are willing to do so, but give us an opportunity.
Give us an opportunity. Charles, let me ask you that. I mean, is it in our interest, Charles, to swallow a little here and to try to get these countries that have been reluctant?
But why should we be showing remorse for getting rid of a dictator who oppressed his own people and who invaded 2 countries and destabilized
Alon, what do you say to that?
Well, if that was the reason why we went there, then we should have said so from the beginning. We use other excuses. We use weapons of mass destruction.
We did say so from the beginning.
If we went there for humanitarian reasons to stop a dictator from killing his people, we should have said so from the very beginning.
I wish we had more time, guys. Alon and Charles, thank you both very much. This will continue to be an issue gripping Main Street.